it's Hillary and today I'm finally back with a new video. 오늘은 바로 상수 후기 들고 왔습니다. Woo! Today I will be answering all the comments you guys left from my surgery related videos. 그래서 끝까지 봐주시면 좋겠습니다. I'm just gonna get right to it, so let's go! 상수 왜 했어요? 그리고 부모님 허락은 어떻게 받았나요? 솔직히 2년 동안 많이 고민했어요. But it wasn't until like the beginning of last year that I started to get really serious about it, and I knew that I was going to go on this trip to Korea and Japan with my friends, so I thought that it would be the best time to get it at the end of last year when I finished high school and I haven't started uni yet, so it wasn't like a hectic schedule or I wouldn't be rushing or anything. I was always pretty insecure about my eyes, especially because both my parents and my sister all have double eyelids, and yeah, I just didn't. So I don't know, obviously when I was younger it didn't really matter that much to me, but I think when I started high school, maybe not even that early, like a bit later after that, I just feel like I would be more confident if I did get it done. And this is really weird to talk about. I don't know, to me I just felt like the time was right to do it. 그리고 상수 전에 상수 테이프 밖에서는 안 붙이고 그냥 집에서 모양만 잡아봤어요. And after I put the tape on, I don't know, I would always be like thinking to myself, how would it be if I looked like this, and you know, would I be more confident about myself and stuff like that. 진짜 예전부터 작은 눈이랑 입술이 컴플렉스라고 생각했어요. 그래서 자신감이 많이 떨어졌는데 on the outside I feel like I'm still like that bubbly person, but yeah, I did think about it a lot, and there's also times like even just like taking a picture with my friends, or like I don't know, taking like selfies and stuff, like I would just not feel that great, which is why I don't take selfies that often. And then there's other reasons, like it would be easier to do makeup, I could try out more stuff. Don't get me wrong, I think hooded monolids are absolutely stunning on so many people, but for me, even though I literally have been putting makeup on for quite a while now, it's still like really 답답해 when I try to like create like a look that I want. But obviously it was a really hard decision for me, because knowing that you won't look like how you did like ever again is pretty, like, it's a scary thought, and like, you know, anything could happen. But yeah, that's how I came to the decision. And then my parents is the next question. How did I get permission from them to do it? Honestly, it wasn't hard at all. My mom was pretty okay with me getting it as long as I had pledged that I would not do anything else on my face like for the rest of my life. And like even like in the family, obviously I don't take it too seriously, but I feel like sometimes they like make a bit of fun like of my eyes and how small they were and everything. And my dad, he really didn't mind at all. He was just like, yeah, do what makes you happy, do it's good and so whatever. So that wasn't a problem. 병원 정보를 알 수 있을까요? 그리고 병원 어딘지 궁금하다. 그리고 병원, where did I do my surgery? 드디어 공개하겠습니다, 여러분. 저는 아이템 클리닉에서 했어요. 어떻게 선택했어요? 3-4 months before I was coming to Korea, 영어를 확실히 더 편해서 I had to search for a clinic that had good English translations, good reviews for the surgery that I wanted especially. So that was, you know, 상수? Double eyelid surgery. I will leave the address and everything down below for the clinic. 여러분, 한국에서 했어요. 서울에서 했어요. A lot of people thought I did it overseas because they were using English, but I think doctors should know English, at least the basic English, if they want to interact with their international patients. My doctor was pretty good at English, 인정. But yeah, he's Korean, and my translator Sally would always contact my mum on WhatsApp before I came to Korea, so starting from like 1 or 2 months before, to discuss the prices and what I was going to do, what my concern was. She was so sweet, she was so nice, and of course a lot of people were very interested about the price of my surgery. I'm not going to share the exact price, but if I was going to tell you guys, it was around 2,200,000 to 2,500,000 Korean won. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the actual surgery. 상담, 수술 후. My first consultation was on the 17th of December, and then 2 days later I had my surgery on the 19th. So if you guys haven't watched my first video, I suggest you guys see that first, because all the information about my consultation was there. There are basically 3 procedures you can do if you want double eyelid surgery. There is inline, in-out line, and outline. 그 3명 중에 제가 in-out 했어요. If you want something natural, if you want something 자연스럽게, I definitely recommend InAt. That is the most popular procedure for people who want a natural looking line. I came into the consultation having some research and having some knowledge of what these different procedures were. So when she asked me what I wanted, I just said 자연스러운 InAt line 해주세요. And then she was like, okay. And I also recommend doing the aptuim as well. And if you guys saw my video again, with the ruler she measured the distance between the inner corner of my eyes. Mine was 3.8 centimeters, but apparently the ideal kind of space between that is 3.4 centimeters. Again, there are 3 things you can do. You can do 앞tuim, 뒷tuim, and 밑tuim. If you guys don't know about this, it may get a little bit confusing, but there are 2 methods you can do. You can do 매물 and 절개. 매물 is non-incisional, so they don't use a knife when they're doing it. 절개 is when they use a knife and they actually cut the fat out. 저는 눈살 많아서 완전 절개했습니다. The thought of it was really scary at first, of course. Like, they're literally going to be cutting the skin above my eyes, and I was like, what have I prepared myself for? To basically sum it all up, my procedure was 자연스러운 InAt line plus 앞tuim, and it would be done by 절개. So on the 19th I got my surgery done. My appointment was at 12 p.m. and I got there an hour before at 11. They made me change into clothes first, so I had to take all my clothes off except for my underwear, and I'll put on like this robe. They'll tell me to tie my hair up in a bun, like up here as high as possible. Oh my god, my hair's so thick, so I didn't have like thick enough elastics for me, and I was like, can you please help me tie my hair? It was really embarrassing. They told me to take my shoes off, my accessories off, so no earrings, no watches, no rings, nothing like that. You have to be completely barefaced. No nails, bare everywhere, literally. So after that, I went into the doctor's room, and 그때 마지막 라인 잡아서 he made sure I was okay with what it was going to look somewhat like by the end of it. I asked my mom, because my mom was here at this time, and then we had to sign some papers as well. The only negative thing about this clinic was that we were running late and the doctor was actually performing on another patient. So I had to wait to nearly 1 to 2 p.m. It was frustrating because I just wanted to get it done and over with. 진짜 아침 6시부터 아무것도 먹었어요. 아무것도 마시고 아무것도 먹었어요. I was so hungry by that time, like I can't even go past 3 hours without eating, and finally around 2 p.m. we got in and I was in there, man. When I first went to the surgery room, 그때부터 진짜 떨려요. 내 심장이 진짜 터질 것 같았어요. 수술실 분위기가 진짜 무서웠어요. You got the bright lights like staring at you. You're lying flat on this bed and then they cover you up except for your face. The whole atmosphere made me feel so uneasy and my tummy was like, oh my god. 부분 마취 많이 아팠어요. 그리고 어떤 느낌이었어요? I don't remember much. So first they tried to find the vein that they were gonna put the needle in. So yeah, I had to be really tense. I had to clench my fist and they would tell me harder, harder. I'm like, okay, I'm trying. It was probably like 2 times the amount of pain and time as, you know, normal vaccination on your shoulder. So yeah, I think that kind of hurt. Like I was like, oh shit, I'm not ready for this, and they just like did it, you know what I mean? That was probably the most painful part of the surgery though, surprisingly. And then I was talking to my translator and she was in the room with me and I was like, can I hold your hand? I literally said that and I was like, please, I'm literally so scared. And she was like, yeah, like no worries. And she was like, in 5 to 10 minutes you're going to start to go to sleep. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go to sleep for a bit, why not? So I was just having conversation with her really comfortably, and I don't really know what happened after that. Like I felt like I forgot something that happened, but next thing you know, I'm asleep. And being asleep, that was a really weird experience. It was really weird. Like I saw red and orange swirls like just like moving around me and I was like, what is going on? And then I got woken up, I'm guessing that was around 10 minutes later, I got woken up by the doctor who was like literally right above me. I was like this, like on the bed, and he was like, open your eyes. I'm like, wow, hello. And he was like, we're gonna start the operation now. And I'm like, holy shit, it's happening, it's happening. And I was so tense at this time. And I had watched a lot of experiences with double eyelid surgery before on YouTube, and they said that you have to be relaxed or else it's gonna be harder for them, it's gonna take longer, and in the end it just, you know, it'll just be harder process for everyone. I just said to myself, please relax, Hillary, like you need to get your shit together. Again, another weird experience. The actual surgery, 부부마취라서 가열도 느껴졌고 소리도 다 들렸는데 하나도 안 아팠어요. I was so surprised that it didn't hurt, and I could feel the pressure of everything happening. I could feel the wet tissue being like, you know, put on my eye when they wanted to stop the blood from flowing. I knew everything was happening, but it did not hurt. Every now and then, maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the surgery, he told me to open my eyes to make sure that it was, you know, being done evenly. So that's why you can't be asleep during the surgery, you have to be awake for those reasons. 그냥 마지막에 오른쪽 눈 할 때만 조금 아팠어요. Because obviously the anesthesia wears out after a while. You can't expect to feel, you know, no pain throughout the whole thing. So they were literally like stitching my skin and I could hear the, the threads being cut like every now and then. I was literally like, I cannot believe this is happening to me right now. And before you know it, 30 minutes was up, 40 minutes was up, and the surgery was done. When I got off the bed, I was kind of 어지러워, and I was kind of like 정신없어, and I was like, you know, limping around and everything. And then they took me to the recovery room. It was heated, the bed was heated, and they put the ice pack on my face. 2시간 동안 잘 잤어요. My mom woke me up at like 5 p.m. And think about it, guys, I haven't eaten since like 6 a.m. that morning. It had been like 11 hours since I last ate, so I was so hungry at the time. She bought some 과자 from like the store downstairs, and I was like, please give me that right now. They give you a bag full of 호박 juice and ointment and all the precautions and stuff, and you're off to home. 바로 수술 후에 뭐 했어요? Right after my surgery, cap, sunglasses. I was like full FBI mode at that point. I was like, oh, I'm in the middle of winter and I'm casually wearing sunglasses. There's no sun out, but okay. And I also tried the pumpkin juice that day and I hated it. It tastes like medicine. So yeah, one thing I regret is not drinking enough pumpkin juice. Make sure you guys drink your pumpkin juice because it is very good for swelling. I literally drank one package of like the 10 they gave me. I literally left the other ones like back in the hotel like when I was leaving to the airport on the last day, and I felt so bad. I think you should definitely put on the ice pack for as long as you can during the day and the night. When I'm having my surgery, how do I wash my face? Well, the answer is you cannot wash your face, unfortunately. You have to really be careful about not touching like the whole top half of your face. Whenever I did, I would use just the wipes that would help me wash out some of the dirt like on my forehead and over here. But I literally did not touch this part at all because I was just really paranoid. I was like, no, just follow all the instructions. You can't wash your face properly until you get your stitches out. So showering was really hard. When I had to wash my hair, I was like, the shower head was here and I was literally like, and then I was like literally just trying to like, oh my god, you can't wash your face. That's probably the most inconvenient thing about having the surgery. 다 다르니까 make sure you listen to what your clinic says carefully and read the precautions after your surgery. Some girl is eating like with sunglasses on and it's like literally indoors. Like obviously people will be definitely, you know, knowing that I did something. I could definitely feel the 눈치 around me and I was kind of just like, oh, I mean, this is what you gotta do. There's nothing you can help. 어쩔 수가 없어요. Just you know, fighting. On the day of 가요대전 on Christmas, the swelling wasn't as bad anymore and it was bearable to go out without sunglasses, so that's what I did. A lot of people asked, did the stitches hurt when I got it taken out? 어느 정도 아파셨나요? 진짜 솔직하게 죽을 정도 아니었어요. And I'm someone who is pretty bad with pain tolerance, and for me, it kind of felt like 뜨거운 느낌? And it was like consecutive as well. So they tried to take, you know, each of the stitches out, so it would be like dun 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 dun. So I feel like 5 like sharp, quick spikes of like pain. So that part was bearable. Like I was pretty taken aback at first, but I think after that I got used to it. 근데 앞쯤 할 때 제일 아팠어요. 눈물 났어요. So yeah, when I did the inner corner, it hurt a bit more because obviously it is a very sensitive part. It was a lady who helped me take the stitches out. And it took around literally only 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to take the stitches out. They even gave me like a little doll to hold when I was like about to cry because of my aptum. But yeah, it was really cute. You can go wash your face, put makeup on, you can do anything you want after that, but just be careful. She was like, don't try to do excessive makeup, so obviously not on the lids yet. 생각보다 진짜 안 아팠어요. 그래서 걱정하지 마요. Fighting. And then the doctor came in one more time. He was really nice. He told me that the swelling down of my eyes was going really well and way better than expected, and compared to other patients that he's had before, like I was pretty good, and I was like, ah, thank God. And he said that my 오른쪽 눈 was more swollen than my 왼쪽 눈. Yeah, that was already since the beginning though, and I think now it's not that bad anymore. And that's it, they let you go. No worries, that's it. Literally the next day I had to leave back to Sydney anyway. My most previous video was the one where I put eye makeup for the first time, and that was 10 days after I got my stitches out. So yeah, I waited quite a while before I could put it on, but I said it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm actually really satisfied on how this surgery turned out. I'm so happy that the swelling was way faster than I expected. They took really good care of me. I told you the translator was amazing. She was so sweet. The doctor was really good at English, which made it really easy to communicate. I got so many comments saying like 호주에서 했어요, or like 의사가 외국인 줄 알았어요. 영어를 진짜 잘하네요. Only thing negative was that I had to wait for the surgery because the doctor was obviously busy doing another one. I don't think I'll regret it, which I'm, you know, that's obviously the best outcome I can ask for, that I feel more confident now. Here's to more self-confidence in 2019. I hope you guys can grow to be more confident with yourself. You're all very, very beautiful people. Do not forget that. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video once again. 다음 영상에서 만나요. 안녕.